Brilliance Audio presents Zero Limit by Jeremy K. Brown. Performed by Christina Traister. What time is it there? It's gotta be after 3, right?
Yeah,
Emily said.
he came home late. He was yelling a lot when he did.
I'm sorry, sweetie, Caitlin said, wishing that she could step through the screen, scoop her up and keep her safe. Caitlin had made a lot of good decisions in her life, but marrying Eric Green wasn't one of them. But she did get Emily out of the deal.
It's okay,
Emily said, and her voice dropped to a whisper.
I have more fun with Ben anyway.
At this, Caitlin couldn't help but agree. Ben Martin had been one of her closest friends since the campaign, and one of the few she'd trust with her life or her daughter, which these days she considered to be pretty much the same thing. Ben is very fun, I'll give you that. He didn't spend all morning telling you war stories about your mom, did he?
Maybe a couple. Did you really save his life?
Well, we kind of saved each other's lives a few times over there, Caitlin replied. It was a little crazy. But if he wants to tell you that, sure. I saved his life. Hey, did you get the package I sent? Emily's eyes went wide.
Oh, yeah! I almost forgot.
Caitlin was relieved when Emily held up the small wrapped parcel in her hands. With the travel ban in full effect, sending anything back to Earth from the moon was a near impossible task. Doubly so if you were a lowly resident of the Hive. Luckily, Caitlin's vet status had earned her a few black market connections who were able to smuggle items off-moon for her from time to time. Those connections weren't durable enough to get her home, but she could at least send an occasional gift to Emily. Emily eagerly tore the wrapping off the package and turned it excitedly over in her hands.
A book!
She said. And Caitlin took a moment to silently thank herself for getting her daughter interested in actual physical books, as opposed to the electronic titles her friends read on their tablets, assuming any of them read at all. What with fail-vids vying for their attention. Looking at the cover, Emily read the title, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Thank you! Will you read it with me?
Of course I will, Caitlin said. Although Emily loved reading on her own, one of her and her mother's favorite pastimes before Caitlin had ended up on the moon had been pass reading, where one of them read a chapter out loud and then passed the book to the other to read the next one. They'd managed to get through The Hobbit and The Phantom Toll Booth that way, and had been starting on A Wrinkle in Time when everything had gone wrong. That's why I got it for you. I think you'll enjoy it, Caitlin said. It's about a little girl who goes on a big adventure, just like you're going to.
I know,
said Emily excitedly.
Just 3 more days.
Just 3 days, kiddo, Caitlin nodded. Then it's you and me.
And you promised you're going to take me to Lake Armstrong, right?
Of course. Are you kidding? You think I'd break that promise? No way. I'd sooner die. Emily giggled slightly at her mother's remark, and in that instant Caitlin felt the distance between them shrink ever so slightly. Caitlin, Ava broke in, I'm sorry to interrupt, but your shift at the mine is due to begin in just a few minutes. Yeah, thank you, Ava. Listen, I gotta go to work, kiddo, said Caitlin, even though the words were like broken glass in her mouth. But I hope you have a great day, okay? And pretty soon you're gonna fly up here, and it'll be like your birthday and Christmas all wrapped up together.
I can't wait,
she said, and her smile grew wide, almost playful. Mom? Yes, sweetheart.
I love you to the moon and back.
Well, I love you from the moon and back, so there. For a few moments more they chuckled and joked and blew kisses across the stars. Then the connection was gone, and Caitlin was alone again. Just in time, too, she thought. She didn't want her daughter to see her crying.